Since 1975, the Air Force's Red Flag has been the quintessential training exercise in preparing pilots and their support teams for combat. Based out of Nellis Air Force Base, the series of real combat scenario missions push the crews to their limits and are a source of pride and accomplishment for all involved. For the next 2 weeks, many of the world's best pilots and their air crews will participate in an international air combat training exercise that many consider to be more challenging and dangerous than war itself.
Red Flag started in the late 70s as a very realistic, high-threat environment, large force exercise that simulates, as effectively as you can simulate combat. The schedule of the flags goes out multiple years, and it finally gets to be the Saudis' turn, and we're fired up about it.
Well, it's an outstanding opportunity for our Air Force to come and to fly with different countries in different environments. So the result, we will learn a lot of things and we'll spread it all over our unit in the RSF.
It's a critical part of integration between our two nations and our two air forces to work together, to train together, and to participate in an exercise like this, of this magnitude.
The preparation actually took around 10 months of planning. I mean, it was really tough, 10 months of hard work to get 6 aircrafts to Nellis Air Force Base.
They're bringing fourth-generation fighters, highly sophisticated aircraft. F-15Ss are very capable multi-role fighters.
That's my baby, you know. The F-15 is the best aircraft in the world. 10 years in service, and I'm still enjoying flying that airplane.
The United States Air Force were very great welcoming us, and they were very generous, and warm feeling shared between us during the aircraft landings, and we actually, I could see in their face, we shared the same feeling of welcoming us.
Yeah, when we arrived in Nellis, there was 2 SAR commanders meeting us, and a lot of the commanders just staying for saying hello to us as soon as we arrived. It was a good feeling, honestly.
I've heard about the Red Flag a lot, okay? And I was so enthusiastic to be here.
And it's a good chance to be here to see different environment and different experience.
We'll just work day and night, all of us, from myself until the lowest rank in the group, to make sure this mission is succeed.
We'll start out fairly simplistic. The tactics won't be quite as difficult. We won't be shooting the most highly technical missiles out there. We'll progress from that throughout the 2 weeks, so that by the time they graduate from Red Flag or get done at the end of their 2 weeks, they're facing the best threats out there and most capable threats.
The opposing forces or adversary squadron is a 64th Aggressor Squadron. They have F-16Cs. The pilots are professionally trained to emulate and replicate potential adversary airplane. They are trained to be professional, but they are trained to punish mistakes.
Yeah, they try to give us hard time in there, but still we are doing good, and we try to kill them, beat them, and actually it happens, and it will happen tomorrow too.
We brief it up to the nth degree, and then we go out and fly it in a highly complex environment. But really where we make our money and where the lessons learned are done right there in the debrief.
I was impressed that we did not do what I often see, which is setting low and easily achievable goals. If you set low objectives, you're going to underperform.
The Saudis and all the other allies and U.S. participants will get to see will be a very technical debrief from the standpoint of all the aircraft will be tracking. They'll be up there on the big board, and we'll take a look at shots and validate who's killing who, so that we can assess where we can improve for future days.
Daily we are flying day and night, 4 lines day, 4 lines day and night, with the big packages. There is almost 50 aircraft from different countries, but the idea is how we are communicate with each other. This is the important things.
Yeah, it's not just the pilots, of course, it's the controllers that are here, it's the maintainers. To go to war takes a team effort. It's not just the guys flying the jets.
You know, we are working 24 hours as much as we can, and whatever requirement the airplane needs, and we will take our time to fix it to make sure we do our job right.
Aircraft is flying more than 2 times or 3 times a day. You have experience because you have a lot of jobs comes to you, and this is one of the best thing I do in my life.
It was extremely important to have Prince Khalid bin Sultan to visit his troops and to have an opportunity to see Red Flag and to visit Nellis itself and see just how important this relationship is and how the relationship continues to build in a positive manner.
May I say just before the question and answer how happy I am to be here today to see the participation of Saudi Arabian Air Force with the United States for Red Flag exercise. It is the first time that Saudi Arabia sent its plane to the F-15 all the way from Saudi Arabia to here with the great assistance of our greatest friend, United States of American Air Force. And this shows the solid friendship between United States and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
We are proud of this since our Prince Khalid is coming to visit us, and this is an outstanding chance to meet him and he meet us.
He went over there to the flight line. He stayed with the maintenance guys over there. He started asking them, they start answer. Everybody was happy to be with him.
It's really a big honor when our prince comes in. This is a good morale for the others, you know, to give more or the best they could give.
What I hear, people, they went to combat and they have training here in Nellis. That they said the training that we've been exposed to here in Nellis is harder than what we saw in the war.
I had fun, learned, it was exciting.
We're very grateful to participate in this exercise, and after all these years, since we've been along more than 20 years, but now we're back in the Red Flag, and hopefully we're going to participate more and more.
And I think the experience that I got through here, I'll never forget it, and I think it's an awesome experience.
We did excellent in here. We presented our country good, and we train the way we fight.
We feel like we're in our second home.
Easy for us here to communicate with them. It's easy.
We trying to do hard, to work hard.
I think we'll gain a lot of experience here, and we are glad to be in USA.
It was a good experience. We cooperate with all countries. We see how they do their job.
I saw many aircraft here, load munition, very good load. This is something more.
It was good to be here in Las Vegas and to be especially in the Red Flag, and this is my recommendation. We have to be here minimum every 2 years.